We on Komagata Bridge over the Sumida River. There's a highway on one side and a freeway on the other, but they are both deserted this late at night. He's getting down in the water. What does he see down there, I wonder? Oh, that's right. There's one more memory I have of this river. Do you mind if I tell you? Go ahead. It might have been about 20 years now, when I was still a schoolgirl. Back then, the Sumida River was much filthier than it is now. It was full of garbage and industrial discharge. It was scummy and slimy and it stank. You could look out over the water and see dead cats and dogs and pigeons just floating. And one day, among all the filth and garbage, there was a piece of my missing classmate's hand. What? What? It was almost a miracle when you stop to think about it. What were the chances that someone would find a powder that was still recognizable? And that although everything but the pulp had rotted away in the water, the part that was left would have an identifiable scar, and that they could tell it'd been a murder for the blade mark on the bone. Okay. Oh wait, are you talking about the Nejima brothers? So you have her with friends. I assume you were about an elementary schooler at the time. I wasn't really aware of it then, I only heard about it after the fact. I had no idea the victim was a classmate of yours. Oh, the Nejima brothers overview of a notorious case from about 2 decades ago involving the murder of a female high school student. It first came to the attention of the authority when part of the human left hand was discovered floating in the Sumida River. Setting revealed it belonged to a missing female high school student, but it appeared to have been severed deliberately, and police launched a murder investigation. A large-scale search of the river was organized, but the highly polluted state of the water made this impossible. Visibility was poor, the stench was instant, and the divers quickly fell ill. They succeeded in recovering only the victim's head and what appeared to be part of her leg before the search was called off. At the time of the incident, the Sumida River was as polluted as it had ever been. Neither fish nor shellfish could survive in it, eventually causing the annual firework festival to be called off indefinitely. Over the course of the search, the police discovered a double unidentified human bone. This caused a stir among the public, and several other young women had gone missing in recent years in the Tokyo area, and it was feared that they may have fallen victim to the same fate. Forensic technology at the time, however, was not advanced enough to determine the identities of the deceased, and so the police were unable to open any inquiries. Due to the overwhelming lack of circumstantial evidence, the investigation ground to a halt until a hitherto unrelated individual came to his attention. During a questioning about a separate incident, Fumishika Nejima, a 36-year-old shop owner with no relation to the victim, divulged details about her that had never been released to the general public. An investigation into his background was conducted, leading to his arrest. Nejima testified that he had snatched the victim from the street and confined her in the underground storeroom of his shop, which also served as a living quarters. He chose her for no special reason, but simply decided she was an opportune target on seeing her walking alone at night. After keeping her locked up for several days, he restrained her, threw her mouth shut, and severed her fingers and toes with a box cutter while she was still conscious. As she screamed silently behind her sealed lips, he proceeded to her wrists, her ankles, her elbows, her knees, walking his way inward slowly and methodically. Since victim constantly wavered in and out of consciousness. Her ordeal continued until she died of blood loss. Nejima dismembered the rest of her body and disposed of it behind his home in the Sumida River, before cleaning his storeroom and returning to his everyday routine, as if nothing had happened. The brutality of his actions shocked the nation when they were eventually reported. Once apprehended, Nejima readily divulged the detail of the murder, but was less willing to explain his motive. When asked, he would only break down in tears, saying, "I don't know what came over me. I know it was wrong." In the end, the police could extract nothing more from him than expressions of remorse. Although the efficiency of the method strongly suggested that he had committed similar crime in the past, no corroborating evidence ever came to light. Nejima was sentenced to life in prison at his first hearing. The sentence was imposed with no appeal from the defendant. Wow, there's a lot. Person? Oh my, okay. Fumishika Nejima, male, self-employed, done. The man who made headline over 2 decades ago as the perpetrator of the brutal killing known as the Nejima murders. To be honest, it was all a bit of the blur, a wave of chaos just parting around me. Something like that. They said the rest of her body had sunk to the bottom of the river. They combed the riverbed, but they only ever found pieces. Everything else would have rotted and flown out to sea. Afterward, I heard that all the divers who had been looking for her fell ill. A story for everyone involved her. It's funny, everyone fishing the rivers are filthy already, so one more piece of the garbage would hurt. But every little bit make it worse. It's a vicious cycle. I know I wouldn't want to go rooting around down there myself. That's right. Okay, that's right. Reason why the riverbed is the last place anybody would go looking. Or someone the killers are thinking, I suppose. The time was changing quickly back then. Things were confusing. Everyone seemed to be in a hurry. Young people were moving to Tokyo in droves. Some even ran away from home to make it in the big city. They make easy target for bad people. A lot of them ended up disappearing without trace. You see, back then, if you chop a body up into tiny pieces and throw it in the river, it would rot quickly and discreetly and sink to the bottom, never to be seen again. Are you saying what I think you're saying? They arrested him shortly after. Fumishika Nejima, The man who killed my classmate and cut her into pieces. He was methodical about it. It couldn't have been his first crime. And people began to wonder how many other girls he murdered the same way. The police never found any evidence of other murders in the end. But the river knows the truth. How many corpses had it swallowed up over the years, I wonder. That same thought spread through everyone's mind and they started to avoid this area. So really, this river has been racked with corruption for decades now. Or at least that's how it seemed to be. Well, mother is the thing. Well, I can see why you don't have any good memory of the river. With all the doctors looking beneath the surface, there's no reason that you would. Still, if I may, ma'am, I'm surprised you know so much about the Nejima murders. But how could I not? After all, I was the one who found the head. Okay. How did you find the head? How? The police actually wrote me a thank you letter. They said it was only thanks to me that they managed to bring Nejima to justice. That was the only time my father ever said he was proud of me. Okay? Huh. I get what you wanted the killer's day. Sometimes I wonder if she resents me for it.